Yo, what is happening, party people? Welcome back to the channel. Boy, we had a busy day. We have completely changed our streaming around. I'm looking at different ways. It's all kind of a little bit odd for me right now, but that does involve some changes to the settings as well, which meant we had to recalibrate all of our sound settings because we unplugged our PC and we got it all cleaned and so on and so forth. So hopefully the sound quality is all good. If it is, do drop a thumbs up on the video just to let me know that all is good. And if you're enjoying the save so far, also smash that thumbs up because it really does help us smash through the algorithm and get the videos out to more people, which ideally is what we want, right? This is why we do it. We want more people watching our channel. So if you could help us out by doing that, that would be really appreciated. And if you are new here, then please do hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the channel. If you're not enjoying the videos, I don't know, hit the dislike. I don't know, get in the chat and tell me how shit I am. Either way, it all helps. Guys, welcome back. This is a big season. Huge season, big transfers, and today we have huge games. So today we are bringing you two games. That is going to be the game against Celtic and then the midweek Champions League game against Borussia Dortmund. The Champions League is going to be tough this year. We've got some tough games. I work out we'll get about 8 points, I reckon, from the games in which we've got. 8 points ain't going to be enough, so we are going to have to get a result against one of the big teams where I didn't think potentially we would get a result. So hopefully that is today against Borussia Dortmund. But the first game we have for you today is up against Celtic. We are pretty much ready to go for that game against Celtic. We're going to get into the team right now and have a look at who is best to play this game. We do have Schjelderup going to be making his debut for the club. Really excited to see how he gets on. Is he fit though? We did play, yeah, he's okay. William Carvalho is not fit enough to play, so unfortunately that does mean that Benny will have to come in. Other than that, I think we are all good to go. Endrick and Milicevic up front. Schjelderup is now in the cam. Tyler Morton on the left side of the three with Benny in the middle. Tommy Doyle on the right. Hickey now over on the left hand side with the addition of Calvin Ramsey on loan on the right, and then Magala and Braun in the middle with Rizzo in goal. Let's get into it, guys. It's going to be a huge game against Celtic. Hopefully we can find the 3 points. Opposition instructions are done by the assistant. We like to get our assistant involved. Other than that, let's get into it. Big game needed. Big 3 point. I mean, I'll take a point. Let's give Schjelderup number 10. I will take a point in this game. I really would. It will keep us top of the league. We are currently top of the league as it stands, having won our first 4 games of the season. Not had to really play any tough teams, as you would have seen in that segment where I showed you the schedule. We're going to point the finger. We owe Celtic after what happened in the last game. I think they did beat us towards the back end of last season, but we managed to wrestle the title off them on the final day with some help from our arch rivals Aberdeen. So thank you, Hibs. Sorry, Aberdeen, Hibs, Hibernian. So thank you, Hibs, for really helping us out on the last day of last season, helping us clutch the title. Today we are going for the title. Well, this season we're going for the title again for the 3rd year in a row, which will be huge. But more importantly, we want Champions League glory. Yes, okay, that's probably not going to happen this season. Team's probably not good enough for that. But the deeper we can go in it, the better our reputation will become, and the better players we will be able to bring to the club. But it all starts by winning the league and getting into the Champions League again next season. The only route into the Champions League for us is by winning the league. So this game is vital. Jota still at Celtic. There was talk of him making a £40 million bid, £40 million move to a Premier League club, of which I forgot what club it was. I think it might have been Newcastle, but ultimately, obviously, that has not come to fruition. And here he is, Jota on the right hand side, still coming inside, goes into Mortain, and the clearance from Magala, exactly what we needed. The big man coming up trumps. That was the first highlight of the game. It wasn't that long, 25 minutes. I suppose that is quite long on key highlights to get the first highlight of the game. Jota again managing to keep the ball. Milicevic putting a little bit of pressure on. Haven't seen Endrick yet in this game. Morton gets the block. Keeper's come for it and hasn't got there. Luckily for us, it is headed over the bar. Let's get a quick sip of tea. Probably should have done that in between highlights where I could have edited it out, but oh well. Hickey on the left hand side is more natural of the two sides, although he can play very comfortably on both. He's actually given the ball away. And Christensen now has it on the right hand side again. Jota getting involved. Morton already on the yellow card. That's not ideal. That's a great ball into Nicola Pepe. He's in behind, should score, and he's put it straight at Rizzo. Big sigh of relief for us there. Pepe really should be scoring. What a ball to put him through. I mean, they have some really good players in their team, so this is a really tough game. But again, still, before the game I was really confident. As this game's going on, we haven't really laid a glove on Celtic, at least in terms of highlights. We have had shots, and we have had shots on target, but we haven't really had a highlight where there's been a real chance. Maybe this is the one. Benny playing it to Magala on the right hand side now with Ramsey. He plays it forward to Milicevic. He's going to need some support, gets it back to Ramsey, who's going to have a run at his man. Can he get to the byline and get the ball in? No, instead he goes back to Doyle, now to Milicevic. Benny with space goes for goal. He's not really the man we want striking the ball from 30 yards. But I don't mind it. He thought, you know what? Space opened up. If that was me, probably would have done the same. Probably would have hit the corner flag, but I probably would have been having a shot, you know? Half time then, and it is going to be 0-0. Like I say, I'll take a draw in this game, so pretty happy with that. I'm going to go, we're controlled in possession. I think we are. Last time I looked, we was. Yeah, 63% possession at this point. 8 shots so far, 5 on target. Celtic have a free kick in a dangerous areas towards the back stick, and Jeffrey Lerma, or Jefferson Lerma even, heading over the bar. We're fine with that. Still 0-0 then. Now we've got a corner. Tommy Doyle swinging it in towards the front post. Magala was there. Comes out to Morton. Back into Doyle. Loads of space for Doyle now. Runs into the box. Goes back to the edge again. It's Benny! Oh! And there's me saying that he shouldn't be shooting from 25, 30 yards. This time he's found the corner. Benny with the goal. What a hit, son. What a hit. Let's go. 1-0 Hearts. And that is going to give us a real foothold in this game now. Probably could look to maybe make a couple of defensive-minded substitutes if needed. Hendrick really hasn't got into the game, so I think I'm actually going to take him off, and I'm going to bring on Schjelderup. Hendrick has been good, very good for us this season, but I'm going to take him off just given the fact that we do have to play Borussia Dortmund in midweek, so hopefully we can get a full 90, well, we will definitely get a full 90 minutes out of him then, definitely given the fact that we've taken him off after an hour here. Pozzo is going to come on as well for Tyler Morton, who's on a yellow card. Means Tommy Doyle will move over into the box-to-box midfield role. In fact, what I'm actually going to do is then going to bring on Cicchini, who's going to come on for Tommy Doyle. Although Tommy Doyle is playing a 7.2, so I'm actually going to take that back. Maybe that's only because he got the assist though. Let's bring on fresh legs. Let's bring on Cicchini. We could bring on Colbert for Andreas Schjelderup, who hasn't really done much in this game so far. Let's leave Marshall Colbert on the bench for now, and let's just continue on. Marshall Colbert, guys, is still up for grabs as well. You can either, on any of our live streams, we do score predictions. If you guess the score correct, you can pick a name for Marshall Colbert. We do that for all of our regions. Also, another way you can become in the game and take over a player as Hickey goes for goal. Another way you can take over a player in game is to join our Patreon, our brand new Patreon. It has just launched. Don't feel like you need to, but there is options on there, tiers on there that involve you getting a player as well as other stuff. And Benny's just been sent off. Right, that's it. That is it. Full defense mode now, I think. So what do we do? Milicevic is going to be the man to come off. I think. Oh, okay. Calvin Ramsey can play centre midfield, but not as a ball-winning midfielder. Carvalho probably shouldn't be playing. He shouldn't even be on the bench. I'm going to have to bring on Nielsen. And we are going to pop Nielsen into the middle. Love that. And probably put Nielsen at centre-back. Magala into the middle here at the ball-winning midfielder. Just get fresh legs in at the back. In fact, no, let's have the fresh legs in midfield, trying to win that ball back. Schjelderup could also come off as well. I think I'm going to do that. Maturo is going to come on, and I'm going to go 5 at the back, I think. If I can squeeze him in the middle, there we go, that's fine. Ball playing is not a problem for Maturo, I don't think. Passing is 12. Braun, what is your passing? It's 11. Maturo is fine. Okay, let's have Braun as the no-nonsense centre. Let's have him as a stopper so he steps up ahead of the line. Okay, and then Schjelderup comes into the middle. We will drop onto Cautious now as well. Out of possession, we will just drop our line slightly let's say get stuck in. Let's regroup. Let's slow down the pace. But distribute into our fullback, so that's fine. Let's go standard on the passing. Let's be more disciplined, and let's one-click time waste. Let's not work the ball into the box either. Probably should play for set pieces also. Okay, hopefully we can get through this next 15 minutes without conceding. Like I said before the game, a draw would have been a bad result. However, when you're a goal up, even if you have gone down to 10 men, you still want to see it through. I'm going to drop onto, and I'm going to go for a shout. We're going to go focus. Instructions, we're going to two-click time waste. And as we go into added time, I am going to drop onto defensive. In fact, I'm going to drop to very defensive as we go into added time. All we're going to do is hold on for a big 3 points against Celtic. Even though we went down to 10 men in the last 13 minutes, we have the 3 points thanks to Benny. He scored the goal. He also got sent off. Can we really be that disappointed with him? Probably not. If they had maybe come back and won, yes, we could have probably been pissed off with him. But either way, we get the win. Massive, absolutely massive result. What a win, chat. Let's go. That's gonna give us a lead at the top. Celtic have already dropped points so far this season. Look at that now. We have over double the points Celtic have. Rangers still up there, just 3 points behind us. But Celtic really struggling early doors in the season. Right, chat. We'll bring you back just before the game against Borussia Dortmund. Okay, chat. So nothing really happened in between the game against Celtic and Borussia Dortmund. We are ready to go against Borussia Dortmund here in our first Champions League proper game of the season. William Carvalho, unfortunately, still out injured. Really would have liked to have had him available for today's game. So that leaves us pretty much unchanged, or completely unchanged. I was going to think about bringing Marshall Colbert back into the starting 11, but ultimately he's now injured. Only blisters, so he's out for like 5 days. Just annoying. He's just going to miss this one game. We'll probably be back at the weekend to play against Dundee, but yeah, really unfortunate. I was planning to bring him back in to the starting 11. So same team then, unchanged. Let's get into the game against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League. We get to hear that famous tune again. Love hearing it around the ground now. Our ground, which actually is going to be extended as well. It's going up from I think about 17,000 roughly up to about 23, so it's not a massive extension, but we are getting an extension. Obviously this game is actually away from home, so it's going to be going around Signal Iduna Park. Is that Borussia Dortmund? I think that's Borussia Dortmund Stadium, right? Signal Iduna Park? I think it's something like that, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. If I am wrong, get in the chat and let me know. So, big game. A point here would be massive. I wrote this one down as a loss, so anything we get from this game is huge. Given the fact that we are away is one of the main reasons why I put it down as a loss. If it was at home, I reckon we could definitely get a point. But you know how hard it is being away from home on Football Manager, so let's just hope we can get the result. Now, what we are going to be looking at is just our possession stats, and if that's not quite where we want it to be, or even the shots to our possession, then we will look at taking work ball into the box off, just to allow us to maybe try and unleash on goal a little bit more. So for example, right now we're having 65% of the ball, but we haven't had a single shot in the game. Borussia Dortmund have had 2 corners, Velasco's taken both of them. This one's been partially cleared, come out to Soppy, who's ran it wide, could get a ball in here. Makuko up top for Borussia Dortmund. On loan, we had him on loan, remember. Didn't really do too much for us, did help us qualify for Europe though. Braun plays it into Doyle, and he's going to fire it forward looking for Endrick. He's probably not going to get there. Could have maybe pressured the goalkeeper a little bit. He does win the header though. Morton trying to bring it down, and he's been dispossessed. And there's a chance now for Dortmund, and they played it into Velasco. And what a finish that is. What a finish. Straight, I know he's only on just inside the box, but straight into the corner. No chance for our goalkeeper. Although we're having all the ball, we're really not creating anything. So we are going to have to change and take off work ball into the box. It's not going to work for us in this game. We are a goal down now as well. If we end up going 2 down, we're going to have to go attacking. Schjelderup, why are you not playing that through to Endrick, lad? Again, is that just because he literally joined us and been with us 2 weeks? Oh, it's 2. It's 2. Arujo. 16 minutes gone and we're 2-0 down to Borussia Dortmund. again, Schjelderup, if he plays that through to Endrick instead of trying to play it wide, so I don't think there was a player there, we have a really good chance of scoring if they play that ball through. Kind of annoying that he didn't. Yeah, tough one to take. But we move on. Again, we're having a lot of the ball, just not creating any chances at this point. We might have to go attacking here. But then that does open us up for a big defeat, and we know how important goal difference could be, because we're going to be on the brink of that 9 points that we potentially need to qualify for the knockout rounds. So we'll see what we do. Maybe if we get one back, then we go attacking. Right now, maybe we keep on positive until we do get one back. But then if they go 3-0 up, we really can't afford to go on attacking. So maybe we just leave it until about the hour mark and then maybe decide to go for it. I don't know. Chat. What would you do? This is why we like doing live streams, right? Because you guys can get involved right now. Let's go point finger. I'm gonna say they've been terrible, just because we've fashioned one shot. Our percentage of possession has dropped drastically as well since we've taken work ball into the box off. Do you know what? I am going to put work ball into the box back on, but we are going to go attacking. And maybe that's just going to allow us to push slightly higher up the field and maybe make something of the possession that we did have. Here is Aaron Hickey trying to run it through the middle. Then it's a ball over top for Arujo, who could finish us. Oh, it's a great bit of defending. The goal keeper doesn't cover himself in glory, and although the initial defending was good, the clearance was poor, and we are down by 3 goals to 0. We're still going to go on attacking. I know I said I probably wouldn't, but we're going to try and get back in the game. It's a tough one to take this. This is the difference. This is the difference. I actually thought, wow, Mokuko isn't even on the. He must be injured. He must be injured. He's definitely still there, we checked. But again, still really struggling to create anything out there at the moment. I'm going to go for a fire-up shout. Let's try and make some substitutes. Milicevic is going to come off. We're going to bring on Jalva. He'll come on as a deep line. Schjelderup is going to go off. I'm going to bring on Cicchini. Tommy Doyle can go up into the cam. Tyler Morton's having a great game. Benny ain't having a good game. Let's bring on Pozzo. Okay, that's fine. Ramsey can come off for Nielsen. Then we have Doi, who can come on for Aaron Hickey, who's also having a terrible game. That's 4 out of the 5 subs made. Magala's having a shocker as well. Everyone's having a shocker, to be honest. I'm going to take off Tyler Morton, and we're going to bring on Naziri, who had. Oh, why have we made 5 subs? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. Clearly, I am no good at math. We've seen this before when I was trying to count points. That didn't go too well. Alright, 3-0 down. I'm surprised I got that right. I can count to 3, funnily enough. But yeah, this is going to be a really uphill battle. But we sort of expected to lose this first game in Europe. I expected a much better performance than what we've put on, granted. But I did expect to lose it. Just disappointed with the way in which we've lost the game, quite frankly. But it is what it is. We deal with it. We move on. It's unfortunate. But yeah, it is the way it is. You can't win them all, chat. You cannot win them all. And I've just absolutely fucked the team talk because I weren't paying attention to what I was doing. Idiot. Okay, Celtic up into the top 8 with a win in their opening game, 4-1 over Galatasaray. That's a decent result for Celtic. Napoli top of it. Milan, Fenerbahce are up there. Who did Fenerbahce play? Starter. Okay, I mean, it's the first game. There's going to be teams that will definitely qualify that are quite low down. We're not going to pay too much attention to it at the moment. Just disappointed. Just disappointed, chat. Okay, that is going to be it for the episode then. An up and down episode. Good win against Celtic. Still didn't really play great. And then obviously the struggle against Borussia Dortmund. We are going to be back for the next episode where we'll be taking on our arch rivals and AA Ghent. So yeah, guys, appreciate everyone who has come through and dropped a like or just watched the video all the way through to the end, because again, that is absolutely massive in terms of hitting the algorithm, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.